Today I'm gonna do a bit different kind of video, which also explains the different setup that you're used to. Normally I'm standing over there and the camera is, as you can see, behind me there. But now I'm at my desktop because the year is coming to an end, which means that I need to start looking into next year. I need to start focusing on next year, which means a new manga wish list. But I haven't created mine yet. I usually do that in December, but this time I thought, why don't I take you for the ride? So this video, I'm not gonna create the full wish list, but I am gonna look into candidates for new entries. Some of them should end up on the final list. Hello mothers, my name is Daidarius, and today I'm gonna show you also Blackwell's, which is where I'm actually ordering manga from. The reason I'm using Blackwell's is that they have free worldwide shipping, and the pricing on the mangas are quite competitive, at least when you live in Europe, where manga is expensive as shit. You're gonna see how expensive the volumes are. I have actually made or changed the currency into US dollars just so you get a glimpse of what it is, but it knows that I live in Denmark, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on to it. The first one I have thought about is manga called Trillion Game. You can see I've searched for it before, which is by the author of Dr. Stone, which is a manga I fully enjoy. I've read all of it and I thought it was great. So it's the same author but different artist. And I'm just gonna go down here just to quickly give a summarize, reading straight from the summary here. Self-proclaimed world greediest man Haru and timid computer Wiz Gakko set out to make $1 trillion. They start the comedy Trillion Game to accomplish this task and hope to iron out the details as they go. With charm and technical skills and no business plans, can these unlikely friends reach their lofty goals? There's not much to it. I just like an ambitious team and ambitious main characters. And again, I like the author's form of work, so if nothing else, it's just getting on the list as of candidates. So yes, Trillion Game. Another one I've actually looked into and I've heard such great things about, not only the manga but also the recent anime adaptation, is one called The Orb, Movements Around the Earth. This is, let's see here, in the 15th century Europe, heretics are being burned at the stake. Raphael, a brilliant young man, is expected to enter the university at an early age and study the era's most important field, theology. But Raphael values reason above all else, which leads him both to the shocking conclusion that the Earth orbits the Sun and into the hands of the Inquisition. I just love stories where you have people having this conviction that what they know, the knowledge they have, needs to survive above all else. Their life does not matter when you're thinking about knowledge and the great idea, in this case at least, that Earth is not the center of the universe, at least the solar system, the Sun is. And I have heard a lot, and I mean a lot of great things about this. 4 volumes is not that big of a commitment, so I am highly considering actually putting it on my final wish list. But for now, it's getting on the candidates list. Now, a different one is a manga that I first heard about from the Prom G, who had it in one of his hauls, and then he talked about it, and then I was intrigued. And then I looked into it, and now I'm definitely intrigued. It's called Thunder 3. And let's see if we can find first one right there. I just love this unique art style. It just looks awesome indeed. All right, well, that's a big summary. I'm gonna do my best to just speed through it. An amazing blend of art styles combined with hard sci-fi elements and meta-comedy to create a comic truly unlike any other. 3 ordinary schoolboys come into possession of a DVD that supposedly opens a gateway to a parallel universe, but when their backs are turned, Punotaro's little sister Futaba passes through and gets kidnapped by the aliens that have overrun the version of Earth. What? Discovering that their cartoonish bodies make them Supermen in the hyper-realistic parallel universe, the boys set out to rescue Futaba. So it is... so you also have this collision of different art styles, and just the premise alone, and I mean, it is unlike anything that I actually own and have read. And already there, I mean, it is already on a top tier candidate for me to actually acquiring it, because just considering that it is not just the same old, at least it seems so, not the same old shonen action or seinen drama, means that I actually want it in my collection. What else can we get? Oh! You can even see it in the background. I'm a big hardcover deluxe edition manga fan. And one volume recently dropped in December. It's called... I mean, I'm already spoiling you because you can see I have researched this throughout the year. But now we're committing. Lone Wolf and Cub, the deluxe edition. What is this? Isn't it $50 normally? Oh, I hope it drops. I hope it drops. Just, I mean, I can actually accept $60 because I'm used to that price. But 74. It usually drops when you're in the month. So I think when we get into hopefully January, this will drop. But when this is Lone Wolf and Cub, it is one of the most highly regarded samurai manga. There are 3 goated samurai manga. There are also some other ones like Rurouni Kenshin, but the 3 top dogs, at least in seinen, is Vagabond, it is Blade of the Immortal, and it's Lone Wolf and Cub. I have the other 2 in deluxe editions, or in Vagabond's case, definitive editions. But I mean, just look at it. It looks fantastic. It's Lone Wolf and Cub. I'm gonna put it on the list, and there's spoiler alert, this is also getting on the wish list. I mean, how wouldn't it? It is hardcover deluxe editions, but it needs to go on my candidate list as well. Right, what else do we have? Oh, this one. Attack on Titan is a series I have been eyeballing on so many years. It's insane. I have considered the singles, I've considered the box sets, or the small boxes there are, and I definitely considered the Colossal Edition. Because holy hell, they are big, but I mean, they are paperback. But it should be getting next year. Is it called Deluxe? Do we have it on here? It's German. God damn it. Is it not on here? Oh! Right there. Right there. Attack on Titan Definitive Hardcover Collection 1 collects the first 3 volumes. Too bad we don't actually have a cover for it, but yes, it's finally getting a hardcover edition, which is insane because it has, I think, 3 versions out right now, which is the singles, is the omnibus, and it's the Colossal Edition. And the Colossal Edition, I believe, is a 5-in-1, but it also has a single hardcover colored version, but it's only selective chapters for some weird reason. But anyways, we finally getting the deluxe editions, which is awesome. So now I have a chance at least to try to check it out if I actually gonna get it. But since we are in the deluxe edition territory, how about Hat Atelier? Damn it. Which I got 5 volumes of in the singles, and then I discovered that they're actually gonna get a deluxe edition later this year called, such an awesome name, the Grimoire edition. Just look at this. This looks awesome as shit. This is the reason why I'm still trying and failing, but I also not tried that hard to sell my 5 singles because I want this manga in this edition. This just looks fantastic, and the art, the small pages I have just skimmed over, just insane. Absolutely insane. It's getting on there, but this is also just a lot of easy ones because it's hardcover deluxe editions. And another one I actually have made a video on, which when I went over my 5 mangas that desperately needs a localization, it was after the Kingdom was announced. This one was one of them. It's called Baki. Is this enough? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It might be easier if we just go in here. Now the the thing is about Baki, the first printing actually has some metallic foil on it, but Europe has never ever managed to get that first foil. If you have imported it. Just look how insane weird this is. So you have the first one was released in October, at least on Blackwells. Then you have the third one, 17th of November, and I also believe the fourth one, 1st of November. Then the second one was pushed back to January next year. This is out, by the way, in US, but Blackwells, or at least Europe, just cannot manage to get it. But I really want it. And it's not gonna be that long. I think it's not that long, 22 volumes. But yes, what is most insane about it is that they are 2-in-1s, and not only are they 2-in-1s, but they release 2 volumes each month, which is just an insane pace. What else do we have? There's actually, now I have finished, more or less, I have finished Solo Leveling. There's 2 volumes left, which is the side stories or the epilogues. But there is another one that I've actually tried, or at least not tried, but I have actually eyeballed a bit, which is Omniscient Readers Viewpoint, I think it's called. Where the fuck is volume 1? Am I just blind, or is it? Ah, there you are. There you are. Pretty sure this is one. Yes, this is the first one. Alright, back to reading, because I'm not sure how many of you know this, but at the moment my life took it on a different genre. As a struggling office worker, Dokya Kim's sole joy in life is an online novel so obscure that he is its only reader. Then one day the story comes to an end, and so does the world. People all around the globe suddenly find themselves being massacred by horrific monsters or pitted against each other in sadistic scenarios straight out of the novel. However, only Dokya is aware that this is merely the first chapter of what's to come. Knowing that devastating plot twists are on the horizon, he can no longer afford to sit back as a reader. It's time for Dokya to step up and write his own destiny. I think it sounds intriguing, and I've heard a lot of great things about this. I've not read that many of these webcomics or webtoons based on light novels from Korea, but I have read Solo Leveling, I have read most, at least, of Overgeared. And I mean, Overgeared is also released, but it's not good enough for me to actually consider getting it right now. But Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint I've heard so many great things about, and I'm actually considering it, just to get another manhwa, so to speak. All right, what else do we have? Oh, speaking about my video on localization, we actually gonna get Billy Bat next year. This is German, Spanish. Should get the English one. There you are. In June, so there's a long way to go. But yes, Billy Bat is gonna get an English translation, which is awesome, because then I can expand my Naoki Urasawa collection. I know he has a lot of other series in English, but nevertheless, I'm gonna give this a go. I'm not gonna read this. I mean, I did it in the video where I talked about localization. Not much to say about it. I just a highly regarded Naoki Urasawa story, then of course I'm gonna consider it at least. So it's gonna get it on the list. Another one is actually I think you know this. Made in the Abyss. What I know is that in this fantasy world there is this hole in the ground, a giant freaking hole cavern in the ground, and you have the city just builds around the rim of this hole, and people want to dive into the cavern, but the further they go, the more horrific everything becomes, and you're gonna get poisoned or something about the air and the environment. And yes, essentially it's just a story about this group trying desperately to get to the bottom for some reason. There's a thing, I'm not gonna read too much into the plot right now. All I know is it is highly regarded as very disturbing. Don't let the cutie art style fool you. It has a great anime that has, I believe, 2 seasons at the moment. And I have been eyeballing this for a long time. And who knows, maybe 2026 is finally gonna be the year when I actually get it to my collection. I'm not sure. But maybe. Who knows? Alright, what do we have? We have a few left before I'm gonna end this. One I have also been eyeballing for a long time, and it is actually a complete story. It's Dorohedoro. Yeah, there you go. It's set in this kinda post-apocalyptic steampunk kinda world. Definitely punk, a lot of punk in this one, where the main character has lost his face, so to speak. So instead of having a normal human face, he has a reptile face. And the story is essentially about him trying to figure out who stole it and get it back. There's definitely a lot more to the story, considering I think it's 23 volumes long. But nevertheless, I have heard great things about this since the pandemic, where you could never ever find all the volumes for this series. We're gonna put it on the list at least. We're gonna get into the candidates. Alright, we only have a few more. I said that before, we only have two more series. One of them is called Ajin, which, as far as I know, is about people having stance. High school student Ki Nagai is killed in a traffic accident, but immediately revives to learn that he may not be human after all. Instead, he may be a demi-human, a mysterious and almost immortal being blessed with amazing superhuman abilities. Scared, he runs away and is aided in his escape by his friend Kai. Unfortunately for Kai, the manhunt is on, and he will soon be caught up in a conflict between mankind and the other demi-humans as they prepare to fight for global supremacy. I mean, Boogie Snacks has hyped this up to high heaven. At least he used to. I'm not sure if he does it anymore, because he had collected everything. But yes, he actually liked this a lot. I have heard a lot of great things about it. I don't like paperback omnibuses. So if I'm gonna get this, it's gonna definitely be in singles. All right, I only have one more. And I mean, I think we have covered a broad number of different kind of genres, but we're kind of missing one. We're definitely missing one. That's the sports one. I mean, Baki kind of with the fighting, but we're missing a sports one, and I don't have any sports manga. And I was considering which sports manga should I consider putting on the list. Again, I'm not committing to actually getting it, but which one should I consider? I have thought about Slam Dunk, but I am crossing my fingers that after Vagabond is done, they're gonna do a definitive edition of Slam Dunk, so I can get that and get the art in the size it deserves. There's also Ice Shield 21. I also really want that, but hopefully, maybe it is Murata's art. Could we also get that in the bigger trim size hardcovers? Maybe, maybe not. If not, then of course I'm gonna try and get the singles, but I'm not that eager to get it yet. And then we have this one, which is also at the moment being released as an omnibus, but I also know there exists a box set, which might be the one I'm gonna get. It's called Haikyuu, which some of you, many of you, who knows, actually know of. It's 45 volumes long. It is hella long. And actually there's also one more, and I got that recommended by you guys, so this one is for you. It is called The Magnificent Bastard. I think that's how you spell it. Yes, right there. This is by at least the author, I think. I'm gonna grab one right here. Yes, it's by the same artist, at least. Tetsuo Hara as Fist of the North Star. And lo and behold, it is also in hardback. I have not heard anything about this, but at least I know if I'm gonna get this, the art is gonna be top tier. I know it's already out, but it has not been on my list, and yeah, you're gonna see it on the manga haul, but I have been committed to just trying to focus on the wish list itself, just getting it completed. I don't even need to read this, because it's by it even says here, the iconic artist of Fist of the North Star. It's just adapted from a classic novel, historical novel. Damn. But yes, I'm definitely gonna consider this. I mean, just hardback alone. It's a good choice. It's a good choice. So those are my candidates for now, at least. This is only new editions. There's also, you know, keeping up with mangas that I already own, or series I already own, like getting the final part of Jujutsu Kaisen and continue collecting all my deluxe editions and other series still ongoing. So those are gonna be on the actual wish list, whereas this is what I'm gonna pick from to constructing new series I want to add on top of everything I'm gonna keep up with. There's a lot to choose from. Some of it I already know about. I'm not gonna bother as of yet. But there's also some I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get. Not only, I mean, these are given because I love deluxe editions. I am very intrigued about these 3 series specifically. But there is actually some I am definitely considering. But I do wonder, what does your wishlist, or at least what does your wishlist candidates look like? And is there any upcoming manga releases for next year that I have missed that you think I should definitely consider putting on my wishlist when we get to it at the mid, hopefully, of January 2026? Whatever it is, I am looking very much forward to seeing what your list looks like in the comments below. And as always, until seeing you in the next video, just remember, stay awesome. See ya.